Hello everybody, Brad here today. Welcome back to Project Hospital. I hope you're all doing okay. I'm very excited because today we're going to be having a look at the major trauma hospital built by Plastic Swans. Her video will be linked down below in the description, so please go and check it out. Subscribe to Plastic Swans because her Project Hospital builds are they're just amazing. I believe she used to be actually involved in actual hospital design in real life, so she has this amazing ability to organise her hospital in a really realistic, simple, organised way. I just love it, okay? So this is the major trauma hospital. It's on the workshop, so you can go and download it yourself. Play in this hospital. I have not added any staff. So this is a furnished hospital with no staff, but go and download it and play because it's such an awesome hospital. I love how she designed this really simple helipad, glass around. I love it. I love how she spent time doing the outside, like these bushes and flowers look really nice. And I really like this ambulance entrance just here. So if we go down one floor, so here we have intensive care, which I really like. I love the glass as well. It's a very simple layout, but I really like it. So this is the actual intensive care unit. And then just outside of this, we have a nurse's station with all the other kind of utilities for intensive care back here, like an on-call room, cleaning closet, a couple of small common rooms, which I really like. And then down this way, we go into traumatology. So we have a nurse's station in here for traumatology, a little storage room for wheelchairs, stretchers. If I put the walls down, you can see that just in there. A nice little storage room. And then we come down into the traumatology department. I've just missed out the elevators there. I think the elevators got inadvertently deleted, so you might have to pop in a couple of elevators just there. And then in here we have the Highdependency Unit for traumatology, and then over here we have another Highdependency Unit. So two Highdependency Units for traumatology, a lovely little common room. And if we go over the bridge into the other side of the hospital, we have some nice space for you to obviously expand into if you want to add any more departments, because there are loads of departments which you can add to this hospital. And over here we go into the burns unit with a lovely little nurse station here, look, in the middle. And then these kind of burns units are separated off to the individualised bays, and they all have their own toilets as well, which I really like. I love this nurse station layout. I just think that looks really nice. Lovely little cafeteria here. You could always download the patients can use the cafeteria mod if you wanted to, so you'd actually see patients being able to come into this little space here. Then over on this side we have some diagnostic units for traumatology with a waiting room outside. And then as we go over into this side of this space, we have some more on-call rooms, nurses stations, and then we actually have a hat trick of operating rooms here, which I really like. Again, they're organised in a really simple, effective manner. I love these little storage rooms that Plastic Swans has popped in with kind of stretchers and extra wheelchairs. That looks great. Do you know what? I'm going to use the same adjectives just over and over again. It's great, guys, okay? It's great. Again, over here, I'm really sorry. I actually forgot to pop in the elevators. Classic Rad, forgetting to pop in the elevators here. But again, this is some labs over here. What lab is this one? Oh, so this is a histology lab back here with a rating room, a common room. It's all greyed out because I've been an idiot and not put in the elevator. And we've got a common room, rest room, and a little corridor here. If we go downstairs here, we've actually got a microbiology lab and a hematology lab with its own dedicated cleaning closet and rest room, which is really nice to see. So back upstairs, I think I covered everything up here, didn't I? Yeah, I believe so. Ambulance parking down here. I love these little green areas in between the buildings. They look really nice, and that's very realistic for hospitals, especially the hospitals here in the UK. Our hospitals have lots of these kind of quite strange spaces, I imagine, quite strange spaces in the middle of the hospital, and they kind of use them for like little courtyards and stuff, so patients can walk around there with any visitors or anything and kind of chill out, you know, in the outside, get some fresh air. So on the ground floor, so let's start on this side and then we'll work our way back over to the right. So down here in the bottom left hand corner, we have a gift shop and a pharmacy. So obviously staff enter through this back entrance for both rooms. And then we have this lovely kind of modernised area here where patients can enter these areas from the front and from the side and buy their medicines, buy some t-shirts, buy some flowers, buy whatever they want. So I really like that. And then at the back here we have some more labs which we've already seen, the hematology and microbiology. And up here we have the pathology department. So it's very small, which is, you know, kind of perfect for this game because hopefully you're not going to get many patients coming to this area because hopefully you're not killing many people. So I really like this. Very, very small, but again, just organised well. Really, really great little department to make sure that if you do unfortunately have any patients dying in your hospital, you can perform a pathology test and a post-mortem on those patients. So back over to kind of like, which I would assume you'd probably call this like the main building to the hospital, I suppose. You have these really nice cleaning closets, storage areas for stretchers, wheelchairs, restroom, another really nice cafeteria, which is obviously going to look out onto this lovely little courtyard space here in the middle. Then up here, what is this? Oh, that's the service office for the admin department. And then you have a common room. Is that a common room for radiology? Yeah, it is. And then, so the way that Plastic Swans builds her hospitals, they're really well thought out. She really, really goes in depth with thinking how staff are going to move around this hospital, how patients are going to move around this hospital, and how in some areas you'd want to keep them separate. So here, what Plastic Swans has done is she's got these green areas and corridors going into each type of radiography room. So, you know, X-ray, CAG, USG, cardiography, CT and MRI. So patients actually come through this front door here. So they come in here, into this waiting room, and then they'll come into this room, this little waiting room here. You have space to get changed if you need to get changed into scrubs, or you know, if you're going into MRI or something. I imagine you're going to have to definitely take off like watches and stuff. So you've got this area here, some lockers, which is a really lovely idea. So you know, you can have a little locker to store your clothes if you've had to take any off, store your watches and your personal belongings. And then you can move into the actual radiology room. And then back here you actually have like the staff office. So actually where the staff are going to sit and, you know, work the machinery to perform the radiology test. And then back here is basically all staff access, which I really, really like, which is this blue area. So this is a staff area where patients can enter if they have permission from staff, basically. So I really, really liked it. That's such a well thought out area, I think. It is going to use a lot of space because you've got these big, you know, quite wide corridors here, but I really, really like this. And then this kind of front building here is emergency, which again I really, really like. So we're going to have emergency here, waiting rooms and doctor's offices, reception, common room, and then this is also going to double up as a clinic for traumatology. So again, I really, really like this. Again, it looks really, really cool. I don't know, those windows on the wrong way around. I think those windows might need to be flipped around. But again, the actual structural design of her hospitals are always just second to none. They're always just unbelievable, really. So if we come down this corridor here, we actually come into the main kind of trauma centre of this hospital. So again, we have a nice little storage area here for wheelchairs, stretchers. You know, if we get a massive event coming, we might have to get nurses kind of running into that area, you know, grabbing as many stretchers and wheelchairs as they possibly can to help out. Then we have some common room, doctor's offices, cleaning closets and restrooms here. Are these based as traumatology or emergency? This is all based as emergency, okay. So here we actually have probably one of the most important rooms in this hospital because it's a trauma hospital, which is the trauma centre. So again, I really, really like this. Very, very simply laid out. Loads of room to expand if you needed to. Lots of little reception area out here, which actually doubles up as a nurse's station. And then towards the back here, we have a observation unit with a little nurse's station and on-call room. So, you know, nurses can come in here, they can have a look at their patient, you know, keep an eye on them, and then they've got really easy access to this room as well. And at the back here, again, very similar principles. We've got an on-call room with, again, very easy access to this observation unit, and I've got some watch windows there. I think I've covered everything. I hope I've done it justice. This is an amazing hospital. If you're looking for a hospital to really play around with traumatology and like the helicopters, really seeing those really massive breaking news events, this is such a fantastic hospital to give that a go on. It's really, really great. There are no negatives. You know, the only negatives are just really small bits like not having the elevators, but it's a mistake, guys. All you've got to do is pop the elevators back in. I'm definitely going to be spending some time in this hospital playing around with a few bits from traumatology. So like I said, her video will be linked down below in the description, so go and check it out. I'm sorry, Plastic Swans, I'm really sorry, but I love this little locker room layout here for radiology. I'm definitely going to steal that from you, so apologies there. But guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one. See you later. Thank you very much for watching the video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel down below if you haven't done so already. And please feel free to follow me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Have a great day. See you later.